And they always use the same method. It's like you have one on top, one below, and one from the side, and you have the craft in the middle. So they triangulate on it, and so it can't move anywhere for it to get away. So obviously they're communicating with each other, right?
Right.
So if you've got like a craft over, say, England, right, and you've got a group of these spheres over Scotland, and another over another part of the country, how are they going to communicate with each other? So the only way you can do it is by relaying it off something, like what we do with our stealth fighters. We relay off a satellite, and it then goes to another satellite, down to the Pentagon or wherever it goes, right? This works in reverse, so it relays off the ground. And what's happening is that all these haunted buildings, they have these Foo Fighters in them, like a different version of them, a smaller version, and they operate as a relay system. So when the signals start coming down, they get rebroadcast up, or they broadcast to the next one in line. And if you map all the haunted areas in the UK, you'll find there's a line in the middle, which is all 20 miles apart. This is why paranormal activity starts on, say, on a Monday, and nothing will happen for a week. It's because, like any transponder, when there's no signals, it just shuts down. It goes into like a dormant state. But once the signals start coming in and out, what do you have? You have emissions. Everything from radio waves to gamma rays. If these things are emitting signals that are probably very powerful, you're going to get a side effect. The reason why they use buildings, by the way, is because it shields the emissions from external detection. Yeah, when these things broadcast, they emit electronic signatures. So they need to use something to help shield it, to then blend in with background radiation. So it's like a stealthy communication system. That only activates when it needs to. And so what happens is when people go into these houses and these objects are broadcasting, what they do is they move people around inside the building. The idea of that is to make space between the emission and the people. So if the sphere needs to broadcast up here and it's giving off a radiation, they have to move the people over here. So what happens is that generally they broadcast upstairs, like on the top floor in the bedroom area. And then what will happen is they'll bang the door downstairs. So everybody goes downstairs, and then they broadcast. And then it goes quiet, and that's how it rolls. And then what will happen is that once they get to an area, they will all start to feel ill, start to feel sick in groups. The only way you can do that is by a broadcast or an emission. So the way I look at it is that if you're close to these objects while they're broadcasting, as like they're giving off an emission, it's radiation poisoning.